why you're behind in life. You want to know why? Because you're scared. Let's keep it real here. You're scared. You're terrified of all the work it's going to take to turn your life around. You're terrified of the potential backlash that may come from your family and friends when you decide to get serious. So you protect yourself. You prevent yourself from getting started. You are selling yourself on why you can't achieve it. Listen, fellas, every single day we are selling to ourselves whether or not we can become successful. And you have sold yourself on why you can't be successful. You've sat there, you've looked at yourself in the mirror and you've said, nah, people like me don't win. No, I'm not the kind of person that would succeed on YouTube. I can't start a successful clothing brand. I can't. And you've convinced your dumbass. That's why you haven't started. Listen, fellas, I used to be like that. I used to convince myself as to why I can't achieve what I want to achieve. I'd set the goal, and then I'd start telling myself, nah, Ali, you can't, Ali, it's not the right time, and I'd just list reasons. And as I always say, in life you have reasons or results. You can't make excuses and make $1 million at the same time. It's one or the other. Pick whichever one you fucking want. I like the sound of the $1 million, if I'm honest with you. For a while I was telling myself, Ali, you can't. And then I got to a point where I was absolutely fed up of my own bullshit. I didn't respect the man I saw in the mirror anymore. And that is very dangerous, and I always talk about this. If you don't respect the man you see in the mirror, that is dangerous. That is catastrophic. Your self-esteem plummets to the fucking ground. And that affects every other aspect of your life. It affects your ability to lead in a relationship. If you hate yourself, if you're doubting your ability, well, you best believe that will transfer to your partner, to your family. And I always talk about being a man of strength. A man that can lead not only himself, but his family. A man that can not only improve the quality of his life, but the life of those around him. And you don't want to hate yourself. You don't want to resent yourself. So with me, it got to a point where I was like, Ali, this has got to change. Tony Robbins has a very powerful quote where he says, change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. I was no longer intimidated by how difficult the process will be. I told myself, Ali, you know what? I'm not even going to count the reps. I'm not going to focus on, how many views did I? I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to count the cost. I will do whatever it takes until I achieve my goals. And I will keep going after I achieve one goal, because hey, you never arrive. Success, as Earl Nightingale once defined it, is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Progressive meaning there's always another level. You never reach a destination. It's constantly moving. That's why I don't want you guys to focus on just achieving one thing and then that's it. Because a lot of guys often achieve something and then they feel flat at the end of it. All this hard work for what? For this. You must genuinely fall in love with what you do day to day. And look, I'm deviating a little bit here. But when you fully embrace the process, when you enjoy the growing pains, because as you guys have heard before, you can either experience the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The reason why I love the pain of discipline, because it's growing pains. I know I'm growing as a result of it. If I go to the gym and I have one heck of a session and I feel pain afterwards, I'm not talking pain that has occurred as a result of bad form. I'm talking about, you've had a good session and you feel that the muscles are quite sore. Maybe you've hit a PR, maybe, it doesn't matter, man. You've had a drop set on the bench, man. You feel fucking sore as fuck around your pecs. That's a good pain. If I sit here and I record videos and at the end of it I'm tired. You know what? I'm okay with that. In fact, I'm happy that I'm tired, because it means I put in a good shift. I sat there and I talked from the bottom of my heart to you guys, and that makes me happy. I've fallen in love with the process. I love the growing pains. First started off YouTube, I'd get what, 50 views, 60 views, 70 views. Cool. That didn't faze me, because I made a decision. I will not count the cost. I will not sit there at the end of the day and be like, well, Ali, you only got 48 views, so, you know, I guess it's time to quit. Maybe reconsider this YouTube thing. No, you got to start somewhere. The person at the top of the mountain didn't fall there. Every expert was once a beginner. It takes time. I'm okay with that. I don't have this get rich quick mindset, 28 days, 30 days. No, I'm talking about 10 years here. I'm here for the long run. You know? So, listen, you got to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sell yourself and why you can. And it's going to take some work to do that. Because if you've spent the last 7 years telling yourself you're a piece of shit, no one's going to listen to you if you make videos, you ain't going to do this, where do you have, you know, the money to start your business, you're broke. If you've been doing that for years, you're not going to just suddenly snap your fingers and feel great about pursuing your goals. No, it's going to take some time. But every single day, work at it. Tell yourself, you know what, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. I'm going to be that guy. Why can't I achieve it? If it's not me, then who? You know, tell yourself, believe in your own source. When I was not doing shit years ago, I still believed I was capable of doing something, but I just drowned that out with excuses. But I knew I had something. I knew I had a spark in me. I knew I had some talent. And you need to start to believe in your own talent. You need to start believing in your own source. Some of you are incredible at what you do, man. You're brilliant. Some of you are even better than some of the dudes that you look up to. You know, but they just started before you. And they're consistent. That's why they're successful. Now, if you start today, where could you be in the next 5 years, 10 years? You know, there's no limit to how far you can go. But you gotta get sick of your own fucking excuses. Enough is enough. From today onwards, you are going to pursue what you know you should be pursuing. You're not gonna sit there and, oh, I can't, like a little bitch. You can. And you will. Hopefully this video helps you. If it does, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.